children laughing and joking. I walk into a classroom that feels oh so familiar. I could almost taste the hunger in the air. They notice my presence, begin to ask questions. Who are you? Why are you here? Are you here to teach us poetry? They are smart and know that I know their fathers are in prison or have been. Are you here to pity us? Asks one boy, no more than maybe 12. I answer, no, but are you? And then there's this one girl who sits in the back, quiet, kids giggling at her, and in many languages of the body they make it apparent that she doesn't smell so good, but she's beautiful, and her eyes are filled with the hope of Amazonian warriors. I ask her, what is your name? She mumbles under nibbled fingertips. She says, Arlene. I ask her, why do you sit alone, join the others? She says she can't because her father died in prison. And will I ask her, what does it have to do with you having fun with the other children? She pauses, eyes bleeding to the floor, insecure. She says, I can't, because my daddy died in prison. And when I asked Mommy why, she said he dropped the soap, so I can't take baths anymore in fear of slippery fingers. My soul must have tripped over her words at least 100 times before I could bring myself to say, I know. And her eyes, Lord, her eyes peeled my skin with nail clippers, and with the weight of 1,000 feathers on my tongue, I told her, you are special. She brought out the oldest record in my shelf, the one I'd kept under dust and ash. She played with paintbrushes, stroking old memories in a classroom of too many masterpieces been buried in prison cells along with the men that conceived them. I know that tears don't feel the same coming down the face when they have nowhere to go, and that slavery is taught in schools from the Middle Passage, but the slavery of a child's mind that continues to swim the shores of ancient slave ships goes neglected. And maybe that's why Karina can't focus in school. Maybe that's why Ashley rusted her thighs in the bathroom stalls in between classes. And maybe that's why little girls grow up never knowing what it's like to belong to daddy, and sons are raised never knowing what it's like to fight any other war in this fucked up world when they've been fighting the coldest war in themselves forever. So how do you expect them to stand with raised fists in the air for revolution they never felt they needed? How do I sit there and say, Arlene, read Phenomenal Woman proud and truly feel phenomenal, when her own mother can't even face the truth she mirrors in her eyes, because prison has low tolerance for child molestation and rape? So y'all tell me, how do I teach poetry to poets?